What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I know I said I was going to double upload on the weekends. I did double upload yesterday but only a single upload today. And that is because I'm having an existential crisis regarding this series. And it's been coming, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I kind of just want to sit here and talk today. So for a little bit anyway, I have got some gameplay. I said to you guys before, I wanted to play to gold, what's sold? Ooh, I wanted to play to gold 3 this weekend league. I've done exactly that. I haven't had the best weekend league in general. I'm 16-5 right now, so not the worst either. You know, I can get up to 25 wins, which is what we got last week. I can get up to 23 wins, no problems. I would definitely get to gold 1 if I played out my games. You know, getting to 20 wins is no dramas, but I'm on 16. So obviously gold 3 is 14. I played on to 16. And then that's the team that you saw on the screen there that we're using. Now, a few things are giving me a few problems right here. First and foremost, I started this series, I started the pack-only Road to Glory because I wanted it to be a long-term challenge. But we have achieved the glory. We got Elite 2 in Foot Champs, which I think is fantastic. We've got an incredible squad. We have proven that without playing the game, without spending FIFA points, and even without buying players from the transfer market, we've proven you can be successful on FIFA. The main goal of the Road to Glory is always to see what team I can achieve by the end of the year. You know, the best possible team, what can we get to, how can we get there? And through that journey, we learn the most efficient ways of generating coins to improve our squad. And sadly, for FIFA specifically, the most efficient way is not always playing the game. You know, bronze packs are a huge source of income. SBCs are a huge source of income. Trading, investing, and flipping cards to lazy buyers are such huge sources of income that when it comes to it, actually playing the game is one of the smallest ways to generate coins and cards. And so we're in a position here where even even gold 3 in FUT Champs, forget the red card picks, right? Forget those. It's taken me just 21 games to get to 16 matches, and I actually got to 14 wins, which is a necessary requirement after 19 games. So I was 14-5. I was actually 14-4, I believe, as well. So, you know, I'm in a position where after just 18 or 19 games per weekend, I can get to gold 3. And the reason why gold 3 is the most efficient is because you get 2 mega packs, a 50k pack. You still get 2 player pick items, but the reds are irrelevant here. And you get 30,000 coins. Now, going up to gold 2, you get 2 rare megas and a rare gold pack and 45,000 coins. It's also quite efficient. Once you start hitting gold 1, it's actually inefficient from this point onwards unless you can get top 100 or elite 1. 27 or plus wins is fine because at 27 wins, you know, 6 guaranteed informs, 125k coins, 2 100k packs, brilliant. Elite 2 just isn't worth it. We saw last week, the 100k coins was nice, but the amount of extra games it takes me to get up to Elite 2 and the quality that I have to play at to get to Elite 2 is not worth it. It's just, honestly, it's just not worth it. So gold 3 and gold 2 are definitely the most efficient ranks to stop in. I think it sucks generally that EA have got a scenario whereby you're rewarded more for not playing the game than you are for playing the game. And the same applies for FUT Rivals. Now, as you guys know, I've had huge issues with FUT Rivals since the game was released. I think the division rewards in general are just really, really backwards and really, really silly. But what the biggest issue is that I can get rank 3 in FUT Rivals in Division 2 without playing or without trying, or at the very worst, playing 1 to 4 games. And so what that causes for this series, and the reason why I do that is because it gets me 4 50k packs and 2 mega packs, or if I took tradable, 2 rare players packs and 1 mega pack. What that means for this series is that in a week like we've got now coming up, there's not a lot to do. Let's say I play my weekend league games out because those 9 extra games will give me the points. It will get me to 12,000 points, which will require me to only play a few games in Rivals. And even if I don't play on, I could just play FUT Rivals for, instead of 1 to 4 games, 3 to 7 games, and I'll still be in the same spot. You know, I still won't have to play much through the week to get to where I get to. And that causes a big issue. That causes a situation and a scenario where not playing the game is what happens. And then as I was about to say, in a week like we've got coming up, where Black Friday is next Friday, but from today, the time you're watching this, until Friday, there's nothing to do. I've got no reason to play the game. I've got no reason. There's no SBCs to do. So all it will be is trading and investing. And when it comes to that and how good my team is, I look at my team, and I talked about this on Twitter, and a lot of people had a lot of good responses. And I look at my team, and as we've discussed a lot over the last few days, the only ways to improve my team massively are via icons or players like Ronaldo, Kante, Hazard, Messi, Neymar, like the biggest of the big guys. And the likelihood of me packing them in the first place is just really, really slim. And so even like this team of the week is going to be pretty poor by the looks of things. You know, it's an international break. I know Harry Kane scored, Jesse Lingard scored for England. Harry Kane got a goal and an assist. So it's likely we're going to get Harry Kane in form. But even if I did get Harry Kane's in form as a red pick or in a pack, where am I going to play him? Look at my bench. Honestly, just look at my bench. These are the players that don't make it into my starting 11. Mbappe, in-form Suarez, in-form Lala. That alone, those three players there, in fact, even forget Suarez. Mbappe and Lala are two of the most overused cards in the game this year, from pros, elite standard players, gold, silvers, whatever you like. They're just the most overused. And they don't even make my starting 11. We've got Mkhitaryan, Thomas Partey, Milinkovic-Savic, Leroy Sané. I mean, I could start him instead of Martial. That's like, for that left side, it's neither here nor there. But my team, just generally speaking, is so incredible that I've achieved glory, you know? And so a lot of people said, why not switch into a regular Road to Glory? And I'm sure before you've heard this part of the video, you've probably put in the comment section, why not switch to a regular Road to Glory? The reason why switching to a regular Road to Glory is quite irrelevant is because if I sold everything, I would be selling Courtois, who's worth about 250 last time I checked. Yeah, I mean about 200,000. And I would be selling Varane, who is worth also about 200,000. That would get me 400,000 coins, right? That's it for my sellables, generally speaking. Nothing on my bench is sellable. It's all untradeable. Nothing else in my team is sellable. So when we look at what I've got available to sell in the club, I got some investments, some informs, some screamer cards, a fair few screamer cards, a few other players, a couple of 85s and that languishing about. But even if I sold everything here, what am I going to buy? That's going to, like, I'm too far away from even purchasing icons and stuff. I can't sell Pogba. I can't sell De Bruyne. And if I were to buy players, I would buy Varane and Courtois. These are two of the best players in the game. If you see everyone that gets elite or better or top 100 level, they all have Courtois, Ramos, and then either an icon centre-back paired next to next to Varane, or Ramos next to Varane. That's kind of like the go-to set. So my team is very meta. My team is very good, you know. It's just what I've done, guys, is I've achieved the glory far too quick. And by turning it into a regular Road to Glory, it would even further speed up that process, because I would be able to go out and buy Neymar. You know, I'd be able to sell all of my investments, all of the gold cards and informs and crap like that, and then just go and get Neymar. And then we're just in the same problem. You know, if I got Neymar and Alexandro here, Alexandro would be on 10 chem, Neymar would be on 8 chem, and then we got the same issue again. You know, we've got the same issue whereby, like, we're just in a situation where the team's just so good, and now for the next upgrade it's massive, and that is what I wanted to stop for this series. And the reason why I'm sitting here today talking to you about this isn't because I want to complain, or isn't because I'm like moaning. It's because I don't know where to go from here. We have played so many games with so many of these players. 400 with Varane, almost 400 with De Bruyne, 350 with Sané, almost 300 with Lucas and Juanfran, 200 with Bale, over 100 for Ferdinand. Like, we're overusing the same team. And I said in yesterday's video, it'll be so cool to build fun teams with the players that I've got, take it into champs, and stop caring about the results. I can't do it. I did do it, and in fact, today's video, the title or the thumbnail will be about the team that I built, and I want to show you two teams that I built, and I've got some gameplay today from both, funnily enough. So I built one team that I played off stream, this one team that I played basically a new weekend league team that I built for a video, and I ended up not doing anything with a video because I just didn't like it. This is the team that I built. So we had Gelson, Martin, Suarez, Bale, Kondogbia, Partey, Koke, Firpo, Varane, Murillo, Juan Fran and Courtois. And how many games did I play with this team? So I played 4 games with this team, right? And I think I won all 4 of them as well. If maybe I actually won 3 and 1 was a squad battles game. I can't remember exactly. But even this team is still most of the same players. And any other team that I build is still most of the same players. So I built this team with the idea of let me go into Foot Champs and just have fun with the team. But 2 things happened with that. Number one, I like to win. And so when I'm sitting here with Murillo at centre-back and I've got Ferdinand on the bench, I'm literally just looking at it thinking, what a waste that is. Why would I make it harder for myself? Foot Champs already is difficult enough. Why would I make it harder for myself? And then I look at this team and I just think, like, why have I worked so hard to get all of these players, all the beast players, and then I turn around and say, actually, let me use Kondogbia and Partey instead of Makelele and Pogba. In my mind, I can't make sense of it. And once again, this comes back to what EA have kind of got wrong this year with no real casual mode. And so some people say, oh, why not build the team and take it into online singles? Online singles are just so unrewarding. Obviously, if EA make a casual mode too rewarding, it becomes a competitive mode because people want to play it, they go and play it, and they want to get the rewards. However, they need to find a balance because they basically got 2 really hardcore competitive modes by the way of Foot Champs and Foot Rivals, and then 1 absolutely useless casual mode by the way of online singles that is just so not worth your time. I think the coin multiplier on online singles matches is so terrible as well that it is genuinely a waste of time. And the caliber of players that play there are so bad that I wouldn't even be able to experience teams because I'd just be slapping everyone around. And that's not me trying to big myself up. But if you guys have ever played in online singles matches, it's for people that just don't like the competitive stuff, and it is generally quite easy. What we loved of previous years by the way of daily knockout tournament, and then the tournaments before that, is we love the tournaments. And I wish EA still had a tournament during the week as well as Rivals and as well as Champs, because then we could build new teams during the week, take them into a casual tournament mode, still get some reward for our trouble, but remove the competitive edge of needing to win and having to win to get the best rewards. And some people will argue that to a degree they've done that in Rivals, but again, because of the way the Rivals reward structure is, if the Rivals rewards were structured to a way where Division 3 was just better than Division 4, and a rank 1 in any given division was better than a rank 2 in any given division, and a rank 2 was better than a rank 3, and Division 5 was better than Division 6, and Division 1 was better than Division 2, I would play Rivals with fun teams, no dramas. But again, in terms of making it the most efficient, it's so stupid to play Rivals to the best of your ability because you don't get rewarded. Now, I also built a team for stream. I went for a full Premier League team. I did use Rio Ferdinand because he played obviously in the Premier League his whole career. But even this team, which by the way, we won a lot of good games with this team, scored some really nice goals. One specific goal with Mkhitaryan, which was fantastic. Alonso, by the way, I didn't like Alonso at left back. He's just not for me. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's the work rates, maybe it's the pace, I don't know. But playing him at centre back, he is fantastic as a centre back. He doesn't get the full boost, but I don't know what it is about him. He just plays like a beast in that centre back role. But even when I look at my Premier League team, it's just the same. It's all the same players. Alonso, Robertson, Sané, or Martial, if we wanted him, or Aubameyang and De Bruyne and Pogba. It's just the same. And so, I basically don't know what to do. I honestly just don't know what to do with this series right now. I don't know where to go, and what I'm considering doing is, I'm actually considering a number of things. The first thing that's coming to mind is slowing down the number of uploads, because then I don't need to force content. So only when something happens or when we've got a reason to upload the Road to Glory do we actually upload the Road to Glory. And that might mean going down to 4 or 5 videos a week. Maybe some weeks it'll be 7 videos a week. One of the other things that I want to do is start streaming the Road to Glory a whole bunch more, and then taking those stream highlights, condensing them into a video and uploading the video. That way I'll actually be able to get a lot more done, a lot better. And it's really weird, right? It's hard to explain from a content creator's point of view. But when I'm just sitting here in front of my video and in front of my console and in front of my monitors, and I'm opening, say, bronze packs, it's just wasted everything, wasted time, wasted content, wasted energy. If I'm doing that on stream, I get to engage with people whilst I'm doing it. and then I can turn that into a video, and you guys also get the benefit of that. But otherwise, if I sit here by myself just opening bronze packs, I don't stream it, so I don't get to engage with those viewers, and I don't make it into videos, so I don't get to engage in that sense either. So we miss out as a negative twice. So one of the thought processes I had was stream a lot more on the Road to Glory, get everything I can get done on the Road to Glory on a day-to-day basis, bronze packs, investing, trading, games, new squads, maybe play against viewers, that kind of thing, and then turn that into videos. Alternatively, the other alternative is literally wind down the number of videos we upload on this channel with the Road to Glory. We've been every day on the Road to Glory until the Road to Glory has come to a close for a long time. And I know during some periods of the time, there will be a lot to do. Like this last couple of weeks, there has actually been a whole bunch to do. You know, with all these SBCs that EA have released, the Mkhitaryan, the Alonso, Aubameyang Player of the Month, where else did we have? Guilavogui that we got. I did another Icon SBC. We got our reward videos. We packed UCL Courtois. We got the Mario Götze SBC. We packed, Suarez. Like there's been a lot of content. But during the down times where there's not a lot to do, like during FUTMAS, there's going to be a lot to do every day. Lots of videos, lots of easy videos to make, good content to push out to you. But during the down times, I'm wondering if let me know in the comment section anyway. What do you reckon? Do we slow down the number of uploads? So say, I'll upload my FUT Rivals games over the course of the weekend and probably through till Monday or Tuesday. On Thursday and Friday, we'll get my rewards. And then like Wednesday and Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, only if there's a reason to upload do we upload. I don't know. I honestly just don't know. I want to give you guys the best series, and I don't think I am. I think we're at a point now where I thought I would be in 3 or 4 more months, not this early. And as the pack-only Road to Glory was supposed to make it harder and longer and more fun. And in turn, what it's done is I've just had such ridiculous pack luck that it's sped up the process so fast to the point where I've got, albeit, an end game team outside of Icons. And yeah, I don't know. I think my perspective is that because there's no fun mode and because it's so inefficient to play certain aspects of this game, what I find myself sitting here thinking is I want to go into my main account. I want to clean my account out, build a super team, and see how I can do on the weekend league with the full Icon squad. And I can't do that whilst also running the Road to Glory account. I don't know, dudes. I'm just in a weird spot. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm just in a weird funk with this. I was going to show the gameplay, but we're already 20 minutes in, so I'm actually going to save the gameplay until tomorrow. But I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Obviously, I'm not stopping the series at all. One way or another, it will still be here, whether it's less videos or whether it's stream videos condensed. I don't want to restart, because if I restart on a regular Road to Glory, we're still going to get to this same point very quickly. Especially with FUTMAS coming up and stuff. After 6 weeks or so of playing the game, getting squad battles rewards, doing all the SBCs that we get when we first open a new account, completing FUT Champs for a fair few weeks, we're going to be right back where we started with another super account within 4 to 6 weeks. I just know we are, because I love the grind aspect. Sadly now, the grind aspect is, for me, just making sure I've got a lot of items and a lot of coins available. And as you can see, I've got 4,500 players. A lot of those are gold. If we actually look at the gold players, ignore the first page, because obviously that doesn't count, and ignore the second page. So let's see, just in terms of gold players alone, we are talking hundreds. I think even before we get away from the shiny golds, and this doesn't even include untradables, and I've got a whole bunch of untradable golds as well. But even just for shiny golds, we're looking at already about 200 shiny golds. So we're at 200, 210, 220, 230, 240. So there's about 240 shiny golds. And then for common golds, it's just page after page after page. We're already, again, if we exclude the first 2 pages, we're at 400 gold cards between the commons and the shinies so far. We're now at 450. We're gonna head up to around 500 gold cards. Now, even if I discard it, there you go. We're at 490, give or take, tradable gold cards. You know what I could do with that? Even if I discarded them at an average of, let's say, well, what did we have? We had, let's say, there was like 250 for shinies. So even if they discarded at 600, that's 150,000 coins, and let's say 250 for commons, and they discarded, that's another 75,000 coins. So even at discard price, I've got like 220,000 coins worth of gold cards. At sale price, that's probably closer to 400 to 500,000 coins. And then we've got a whole bunch of untradeable golds. I mean, that first page of untradables, that looks good. That looks like what it should have at the end of the game. We've got a lot of special cards and stuff, but once we get down to the 83s and 82s, now we've got all of the untradeable rewards that we picked up over time, and it's just a whole bunch more stuff. Oh, by the way, see, this genuinely is a bit of a problem with what the game is. I got this Duffy card. You guys didn't even see me get this Duffy card, and I'll explain why. But yeah, I got the Duffy card. But here's just a whole bunch more untradeable golds. Like, we are talking hundreds and hundreds of golds. Now, we've got 63 pages there, so I have 630 golds. Some of them I want to keep, some of them are untradeable, some of them are special cards, but it's just a whole bunch of players. It's a whole bunch of players. Now, by way of Duffy, he was a weekly objective, and this again is where EA could make the game so much more engaging and so much better for us, but they don't. We've got PFAI Player of the Year, score 7 goals using SSE Electricity League 1 players to earn the Player of the Year, Michael Duffy, untradeable. And what's really weird here, right, is because you guys are going to laugh, because what EA have done, Jonathan Tah was one end of the spectrum, and Duffy is the other end of the spectrum, and EA just seem incapable of finding the middle ground. And what I mean by that is this: the Jonathan Tah was a ball ache to get, because in Division 2, and me nearly being in Division 1, people don't care that you want Jonathan Tah. People in that division, I'd say even Division 3, 2, and 1, they don't care about SBC cards or weekly objective cards. They want meta squads to perform to the best of their ability. So everyone that I came up against, they weren't trying to get that Jonathan Tah, which means I was playing with a Bundesliga squad in a high division, trying to win 10 and score with a Bundesliga player, and it was an absolute ball ache. It was just so difficult because the requirements were so absurd that EA didn't really consider everybody. Yeah, sure, if you're in the lower divisions, everyone's playing for it, everyone's got their Bundesliga squads. I'm not saying it was easy for you guys. I'm sure it still took you a lot of time, but you was coming up against like-minded players that were having games with you where it's like, oh, he's got his Bundesliga squad, I got my Bundesliga squad. I came up in a team with my Bundesliga players against icons and Ronaldos and Neymars, and I'm like, oh god, this is going to be so hard. So that was one end of the spectrum where they made the objective too hard and too unrealistic for what it was. The Duffy one is too easy because you literally just need to score 7 goals using any Electricity League player. Now, you could open bronze packs for 2 minutes and you'd pack an Electricity League player. You could just go to the Electricity League and buy any single player for 150 coins, any bronze. It doesn't matter whether you get a goalkeeper, a centre-back or anything, because all you need to do we actually get anything good out of this bronze pack? Let's go. Yo, bronze pack method OP, boys. Let's go. We actually didn't get a Electricity League. I think I got a couple of sellable players here. Every single player I picked up there is sellable. That's really nice. I think this guy's, he's sellable too. That's fantastic. So yeah, like, let's say you just get your Electricity League player. Because of how easy this objective is, I went into squad battles, and again, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. In squad battles this week, you need to get to silver 3 as a minimum to get the FUT swap player. Now, I don't really know what I'm getting the FUT swap players for anymore because I can't get Pedro because I took Gilavogi, so I'm just going for one of the packs, right? But you got to get into silver. So I basically played the weekly team. I can't remember what it's called. The special team on the lowest difficulty, which still gave me 1,500 points, and I just got my bronze Irish Electricity League player in the squad, scored 7 goals with him, and then subbed him out and subbed on somebody else, and it was just ridiculously easy. And how can I make a video on that? There's not enough content on that. What I wish EA would do is, instead of giving this special Achimathan card here, put that Duffy card in squad battles. The version that everybody got for the weekly objective, make that bronze 3, 2, and 1. Give him an inform upgrade in Silver 3, 2, and 1. Give him a second inform upgrade in Gold 3, 2, and 1. Give him a third inform upgrade for Elite 3 and 2. A fourth inform upgrade for Elite 1. And a fifth inform upgrade for 51 to 100. Give him a sixth inform upgrade for 21 to 50. A seventh inform upgrade for 11 to 20. An eighth inform upgrade for 2 to 10. And a ninth inform upgrade for rank 1. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, goddamn, that would be like a 92 rated card. Who cares? Look at the teams we've already got. Who cares if one person gets a 92 rated Duffy, and if 9 people get a 91 rated, and if 10 more people get a 90 rated, and if 30 more people get an 89 rated? Who cares? It's not going to break the game. There's already Neymars and Player of the Month Hazards and Player of the Month Aubameyangs out there that are so good that who cares? And that would have been much more fun, because then I would have been like, guys, we're going to play for top 100 in squad battles this week. I'm going to show you the team I'm building. I'm going to show you some of my best games. I've got content to give you. But the way EA have done it, it was 7 goals of the trashy player. Took me no time at all. Helped me get towards the FUT swap player. And it's hard to make content on that. And I understand as well that it's not EA's job to make the game be good enough for content for YouTube. You know, it's not their job to make me have an easier life. It's not, EA aren't sitting there thinking, oh God, how can we make Nepo's videos better this week? They don't care about that. I absolutely get that. But as I said, they seem to be hitting either end of the spectrum and no middle ground at all. And it even seems to be that way with the SBCs. You know, the SBCs are either amazing or terrible. Nothing in between. But that's where we're at with the account, guys. As I said before, what am I actually going to get for foot swap? So I already got 4 tokens. How many tokens were there? Wasn't it 14 tokens in total? So I'm going to be able to get, exchange 14 for Pedro. So I'm going to be able to get 10. What can I get for 10? So I can get a rare mega pack for 9. I could get Mikel Antonio, but why would I? This isn't a good card at all. Terrible reactions, terrible composure, good physicals, good pace, decent shooting. 3-star. I mean, it's just a terrible card, isn't it? It's just not worth it. I'll probably take the rare mega pack. Niang, it's not even great either. Terrible reactions and terrible composure as well. They're just, I mean, they're semi-usable players for some of you guys, but not for me. And I think, didn't EA make these untradeable now as well? Is it? Do I remember seeing that? No, it looks like they're tradable. So yeah, we're going to get the rare mega pack. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. I'm not making any rash decisions. I'm going to carry on as normal for right now. But I'm definitely considering a whole bunch of things. And I am in a position where I don't know how to make this account and this series entertaining from this point onwards, unless EA give content that I can make entertaining. You know, during building up to this squad, the fun was playing for the squad, building the 2-player upgrade packs and stuff. But even now, there's no point building 2-player upgrade packs, because I have to hit Kante, Neymar, or Ronaldo to go into the team. And the likelihood of me hitting a walkout in the first place is slim to none. Then it being one of those guys is next to nothing. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the video for today. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say and have a real good debate with you guys about this. But this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace. Also, by the way, I forgot to turn my spotlight on, so apologies for the really weird lighting. I'm out. Bye.